All right, so get this right. We're diving into Xbox Game Pass, and it's gotten kind of wild.
Yeah, wild's one word for it.
We're talking subscriptions, new tiers, the whole shebang, and whether snagging a brand new game on day one is really worth like an extra 20 bucks a month.
The million-dollar question for gamers these days, right? We're
Yeah.
going to break it all down. Every single change to Xbox Game Pass, what each tier gets you, and what it means for, well, anyone who loves to game.
Okay, so first up, hit me with this Game Pass Standard thing.
Okay, so Game Pass Standard.
It's basically the old console plan, yeah.
Yeah.
But they jacked the price to 15 bucks, but then they took stuff out.
Yeah, it's a bit of a head-scratcher at first glance.
It is.
They basically said, okay, no more new games on release day with this tier, which up until now was the big selling point of the $11 console tier, right?
Right. So, let me get this straight. If I want to play the new Call of Duty the second it comes out, my only option is Game Pass Ultimate, which is what, 20 bucks now?
Bingo. $20 a month. They're definitely pushing people towards that top tier.
Hardcore. But we still got the cheaper options, right? The Game Pass Core thing.
Yeah, Game Pass Core is still around, 10 bucks a month. Online play, smaller library, good for more casual players, I'd say. And then, of course, PC Game Pass still exists.
Right, for the PC crowd. So it's like they're trying to have something for everybody, but they also kind of want everyone to end up at Ultimate, right?
Exactly. And we got to mention, this isn't even the first price hike for Ultimate. They just bumped it up from $17. So twice in 2 years it's gone up.
Yeah.
Makes you think, are those day one releases really worth it?
The fear of missing out is real, man. Imagine waiting like almost a year to play some game everyone's freaking out about.
Oh, I know.
I was looking Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. It came out October 25th.
Right.
Imagine having to wait until almost next Halloween to play that. Brutal.
See, I think that's part of their whole strategy, right? Delaying that gratification, it's hard.
Yeah.
But it also might lead to some people on the standard plan just being like, you know what? I'm going to buy the game.
Yeah.
Which obviously means more money for Microsoft.
It's like 4D chess. So, okay, with all these tiers, all these price changes, how's a gamer supposed to choose? What's the thought process here?
Well, it comes down to how you play games, honestly, and your priorities. Are you the person who has to have the newest game? Like right now, then yeah, Ultimate, even at 20 bucks, might be the way to go.
Right.
Especially with xCloud being part of that. You can play on basically anything.
That is pretty sweet, gaming on the go. But someone on a budget or someone who's got like a backlog of games they haven't touched.
Oh, yeah, totally. Game Pass Standard, maybe even Core makes more sense.
It makes more sense. And, we got to give PC Game Pass its due. That's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, for 12 bucks a month, PC gamers are getting a ton of value. Access to all those games, including brand new ones from Xbox's own studios.
Okay.
Compared to, like, buying each game separately on Steam. No-brainer.
Big time. So, big picture, what does this whole thing mean for the future of gaming? What's your prediction?
This is where it gets really interesting. Microsoft's kind of testing the waters here, right? If this takes off, if people get used to the idea of paying a little every month instead of buying games outright,
Yeah.
it could change everything. Other companies, like Sony with their PlayStation Plus, they might have to follow suit.
Huh.
The lines between owning a game and like just having access to a library, they get real blurry real fast.
It's like the Netflix dimmification of gaming, almost. We're already seeing it happen with xCloud and the PlayStation streaming. Wild times. So, okay, after this deep dive into Xbox Game Pass, what's the takeaway for our listeners?
Things are changing big time. These subscription services, they're becoming the main way we play games. It's not as simple as it used to be. You got to think about what service you want, what tier you can afford, how much access you really need.
That's a lot.
It is. And who knows, maybe someday we'll look back on the days of like actually owning a physical copy of a game and be like, remember when?
The good old days. Thanks for the deep dive on this. I feel way more caught up now. And for everyone listening, keep it locked right here for more deep dives into the biggest stories in gaming.